What about the race then? This is how the parcours looks, beginning in Bligny and heading south towards the border with France, actually, finishing in Namur. The Côte de Trassenster, the first of the classified climbs. 4 classified climbs along the way. Feed zone in Avalanche. And then getting towards the final climbs, the Côte de Hermetan, Lustin, Thienne-aux-Pierres, and then the climb to the Citadel in Namur, where the race will finish. Up the road is Nico Dens from Age de Zelle Mondial. SEG Racing, the young riders, have a man in the break. That's the Australian rider Alexander Evans, and he's with Baptiste Plankert. Now that is quite a name to be up the road of the 5 riders in total. And Julien van den Brande of Isotex, we're number 202 up there in the yellow jersey as well. So 5 strong riders, 6 minutes and 48 seconds the gap. Matt Stevens is alongside me, and Matt, well, the peloton have given themselves plenty of work to do, but they've still got enough time to do it.
As we just see a bit of a crash midway through the peloton there.
Right-hand side problem.
Oh, that split the bunch.
Oh, we've got a lot of riders caught up, if not down, by this. The rider involved there and down is from Cofidis. It's Loïc Chetou, and he's wearing number 35, and I'm afraid he's the man who's staying down there.
Yeah, that looks like it's race over for Chetou. Always never very nice to see at all. I'm amazed that I think other riders were more halted by the crash than actually came down, but Chetou has come down very, very heavily. I think it was his teammate
Cyril Lemoine who's just in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, if you get caught the wrong side, I mean, look, absolutely amazing that nobody else actually came down. I thought there was a big pile up there, but only Chetou came down.
Kevin Ludanois, the former under-23 world champion, gets caught up there, but managed to stay on his bike.
Yeah, I think it was, as you say, just a little bit.
And it is Adrien Petit who's looking after Niki Terpstra. Then Lilian Calmejean. We know that Jonathan Yver is protected as well. And they're the vital statistics of this climb. 1.8 kilometres long. And as Matt was saying, just under 4% is the gradient. Now we're inside the final 40 Ks, and the gap has just gone under 2.5 minutes. So 1 minute 48 seconds the gap. Matt Stevens, do they stand a chance?
It's a slim one. I never want to write breakaways off, especially what we saw over the last year. So many breakaways have made it to the line, but just looking at the pace, looking at how many strong riders are still in this group, and the determination of 2 or 3 very, very strong teams. They haven't got too much respite when they get over this climb. The next climb comes a lot closer, so they drop off the top. They then have a little bit of false flat downhill, which they'll enjoy. Then they kick up again, and the next climb after this very similar to the Côte de Lustin.
Wide open. 25 Ks to go. Still Fellini, and he's doing some damage here. One long line at the front. Gaps, spaces between bikes at the back. Eriksson, the Swedish champion, is in about 20th place at the moment. Just starting to slip and slide a little. There he is. Aron Verwilst being dropped, as is Clément David. Oh, it's not looking like a good day for Sport Vlaanderen Baloise. One by one they drop out the back. And that's Prem van Ecke, the former national champion. Time to go over the top with 23 kilometres to go, but very soon they'll be climbing again. What's left of the breakaway? Just 2 out of the original 5 riders. In the yellow, it's Baptiste Plankert, and in the blue, white and brown, Nico Dens. Fabio Fellini just did a lot of damage on that last climb. Next up on the menu at the Grand Prix de Wallonia will be the climb to Thienne-aux-Pierres, and we've got attacks coming all the time now. Doing well, these 2 guys, to keep going.
Yeah, they've certainly put on a great show for us today, haven't they? That's going to really start to hurt now. But they know this sort of terrain. Again, not super steep, but 3.2 Ks long. That's going to feel like almost an eternity. Dens again on the front.
Yeah, serious climbs these that they're taking on towards the end. 5% for just over 3 kilometres. Nico Dens, and here's Baptiste Plankert. In fact, this is Calmejean.
Oh, no, sorry.
Calmejean as Terpstra waits behind. So Calmejean to play his card first, and maybe Yver to wait for the finish.
That's a good move.
Break of the day is done with 16 kilometres to go. Merisa up close to the front. Oh, we've had a crash. Not what we wanted. And the rider down is Jens Reinders, who was on the attack a moment ago. Looks as though there's a rider from Agir de Zella Mondial who was involved at the back.
That's not good. I hope he's not too badly hurt ahead of the World Championships. Hopefully he'll be able to get up here. I think he is okay.
Now, how did this crash happen? Oh.
Just a touch of wheels again, I think, Rob. Literally just a touch of wheels.
That left Steen van den Berge a little disappointing. 17 seconds, wow. Now this is going to become serious.
Yep.
Chris Nederland's out there and already trying to make more of a name for himself.
What it needs behind, I mean, Wanty Group Goubert are a team with 2 riders. It's now, at this point in the race, it's a critical point in the race. You need to start making really, really firm decisions. You need to get somebody to sit on the front and bring this back. You need to sacrifice somebody and make a call on it. But it looks as if the bunch have actually caught, unless that group is still in between.
Now, how much time does he need for the uphill?
He needs about 20-25 seconds, I think, 3Ks to go. This is where the road starts to just imperceptibly rise, dips a bit, dips again, then kicks. That horrible drag, that series of little switchback turns. It's just running parallel with the river at the moment, and he flicks in.
He's shown his racecraft here as well. He knew when to go, he knew the moment. He's managed to hold it on for now. Can he hold it towards the end? 18 seconds for Chris Nederlands, the former Latvian champion. Adam de Vos is the national champion and he's having a go here. 25 years of age and showing off the maple leaf.
Road champion this year, as you mentioned. But this is eating into the lead there, but Nyland's gamely holding on here with about 700 metres to go, and here's De Vos starting to tire.
He looks around, needs to bury his head, he's giving it everything he's got, but Tony Galopin's hot on his heels. He's got half a smile on his face. Is that through pain? Is that through realisation he's going to do it? At the front, Chris Nederland's there, they all slow up behind, and they're all playing into his hands. Israel Cycling Academy have played an absolute blinder here with Chris Nederlands. He looks around behind. They know that if he's caught, there's a select few to sprint for the win. Steven, the defending champion, is there. Also there is Jelle van Nandert as well. Left-hand turn now, coming up towards the finish. Nederland still goes though as he looks at them. He's going to have this though because he's 75 metres out and he's going to heroically hang on for victory. Steven takes off behind. Nederland is going for the finish. Surely his race and surely time to celebrate. Nederland finally realises it, and what an attack that was. It's Chris Nederland who beats Jasper Steven, and in third place I think that was Jens Kukelera. A messy finish to the Grand Prix de Wallonia, but won by a very, very clever and strong rider.
Just Nederlands, congratulations, you won this race. What does it mean for you to win here?
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really great to win. It's really good for motivation and for everything. You know, the season is almost over, but and you are start thinking already about the off season. You know, and to win race now, it's a good way how to come to closer for the off season.
Can you tell us your last kilometers, your attack? That was the plan?
No, not really. Actually, this day was quite tough for me, and from beginning I didn't feel so good, and I just came yesterday from Canada, so it's a bit jet lag for me. But yeah, our plan was just to follow for the moose, and main goal was of course to win the race. And yeah, I just followed. And with I think 9Ks to go, I saw all guys are in the limit, you know, and I felt like I have legs at the moment, so I try. Why not?
Do you know very well this last climb? Do you know this climb?
Yeah, I did this race last year, so I remember it quite well, and actually that's why I was quite sure that the guys will come back to me and the race will be over for me.
Is this victory the beautiful one in your career?
It's I can tell you it's one of the nicest victories. The last victory in the Belgium what I won was also quite same way, so it's remember me a lot the Hagens race.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.